Okay then, year 5. So lesson 15, we're going to look at factors and multiples. Now, you might have heard of these words before. You might have come across them in maths. I went online just to find the exact definition of what a factor is. And you can see I've put it here in speech marks. So the definition of a factor is a number that divides into another number. Now, I don't think that brilliantly explains what a factor is. So there's loads of other ways we can describe and talk about factors. So I've said here, can I count up in that number and land on the number we're talking about? All right, so if I wanted to put that into practice, just say we look at the number, let me just think of one, 24. Okay, now, if I just choose the number 3 and I say, right, can I count up in 3s and land on 24? I can, can't I? Because I would 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. So counting up in 3s, I can land on 24. So because I know that to be true, 3 is a factor of 24. All right, if I say, right, let's think of the number 5. If I count up in 5s, do I land on 24? I don't. So 5 isn't a factor of 24. So that's one way of thinking about it. The other way is, can I divide 24, so say we still talk about 24. Can I divide 24 by 3? Well, we just demonstrated that I can, because the answer is 8, isn't it? So 3 is. Can I divide 24 by 5? I can't, can I? No, so 5 isn't a factor. All right, so there's two different ways of thinking about it. One is, can I count up in that number and would I land on the number in question? The other one is, can I divide it by the number and get a whole number answer? Now, they're just words, aren't they? So let's have a little put it into practice. So let's look at this number 12, the factors of 12. Okay, so I'm going to think of it in terms of counting up. So every single number in the world will always have the factor of a 1, because you can count up in 1s and land on every single number known to man, can't you? So let's just go up and up. So 2s, can I count up in 2s and land on 12? Yes. Can I count up in 3s? 3, 6, 9, 12? Yes. 4s, 4, 8, 12? Yes. 5s, 5, 10, nope, can't do it in 5s. 6s, 6, 12, boom. Now, little hint here. The minute I get to half the number, so obviously half of 12 is 6, I can then jump straight to the number itself. Okay, because 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 won't go into 12. So they are my factors of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. I've counted up in them and I've landed on 12. The other way of thinking about it was, can I divide 12 by those numbers? Well, again, let's think about it and let's start from the top number. 12 divided by 12 is 1. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 12 divided by 3, and on and on. So I can also divide 12 by all those numbers. So pick whichever one of those you think is the better one for you at this time. Now, your teacher might have talked about pairs of factors or factor pairs. And what we mean by that is, what's 1 times 12? 12. 2 6s are 12 and 3 4s are 12. So if you're asked to write a pair of factors for 12, you've got these options. That should make sense. I'm going to go through it again with 14. So again, factors of 14. Well, we've said that 1 is always a factor of 14. 2s, yeah, I can count up in 2s and land on 14. 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12, nope. 4s, 4, 8, 12, nope. 5s, nope. 6s, 6, nope. 7s, yes, 7, 14. Now, what is 7 in comparison to 14? Half the number, isn't it? So I can then jump straight to 14. So again, if you're asked to find or list the factors of 14, it's those. And if you were asked to write down a pair of factors for 14, well, you've got two choices, haven't you? 1 and 14, because multiply them together and you get 14, or 2 and 7. With me on that? Good. So I've now put, the common factors of 12 and 14. So common is basically what factors of 12 and 14 got in common. So they're the factors of 14, 1, 2, 7 and 14. I'll put them by here so I don't forget. So that's the factors of 14. So which numbers are in both lists? Well, 1 is, 2 is, 7 isn't, and 14 isn't. So the only common factors of 12 and 14 are 1 and 2. That was quite a simple one, that one. So now I've said it's your turn. So you need to find all the factors for these numbers, 18, 24, and 30. And then you need to write down what are the common factors of 18 and 24. So pause now, and remember, there's two ways of doing it. You can either do like I did and count up in the numbers and say, do I land on, for instance, 18? Or think, right, can I divide 18 by that number to give myself a whole number answer? All right, so pause now, have a go. Okay, and then we'll go through the answers. Good luck. Okay, great. So, factors of 18 were 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. And the pairs were 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. The factors of 24, quite a lot for 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12. 12 is half of 24, so I can go straight to 24. And my factor pairs, 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. 30, quite a lot for 30 as well. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15. 15 is half of 30, so I can go straight there. I won't go through all the factor pairs, but you can see what I do. I draw a line from the outer two first and then work my way in. What are the common factors of 18 and 24? So let's look at these numbers here, and let's look at these numbers here, and what numbers appear in both groups. 1 does, 2 does, 3 does, and 6 does. And that's all of them. Hopefully you were comfortable finding those factors today. We're going to go through it again tomorrow. We're going to look at more common factors. We're going to look at factor pairs, and I'm going to introduce multiples as well. So I look forward to seeing you then.